That's about I'm
Here's your boy.
Super excited to see.
And I'll say this. I think I've known Luke for maybe just as long as you, but anybody who's been around Luke in this sport knows that he is a full-time, fully committed to providing whatever is best for the sport of boxing on the local scene, whether it's holding mitts, whether it's helping guys train, sitting in the sauna with folks when they're cutting weight, even though he's got nothing going on. So I'm super excited that he gets to put himself first here for the first time in his career and not be the guy who's helping everybody. He's also an absolute animal. I've sparred with him before. He's a dog. Pretty sure he's a brick mason on in his day job, so his hands are made of stone. This is going to be awesome. I hope he gets a big pop. I'm sure he sold a lot of tickets. Really good dude. Really excited.
Yeah, it's funny. As I was looking around, I see some familiar faces that I see in Luke's orbit.
Of course.
So which was very cool to see. I'm just incredibly excited to see Luke. I was trying to say earlier. I was told that he fights like Michelle Egan. Like he's like a male version. Michelle Egan's probably one of my favorite fighters in all of New England. I love how she fights. So I'm super excited to see Luke perform that way. And we were talking earlier, and you were describing that Luke has sort of like a weird style.
He can shift into this somewhat unorthodox. The way that he just moves is somewhat unorthodox sometimes. He also has some very traditional stances and styles where he'll sit and he'll dig and it'll look just like a lot of other people, but he does have some strange rangy stuff and some things he does with his feet and his hands. I
love that.
And it's hard to predict that when you're on the other end. It's really challenging.
I've seen him train in the gym. So again, I've never seen him fight, but I've seen him do drills. And I've seen these interesting shapes and positions that he takes. And some of the other things, just I can't think of it off the top of my head, but these other unconventional training methods that I've seen him do.
And you'll see it here tonight too, because I think he's very good at being himself in the ring, and that's his style. He's also a former Gold Glove champion. He ran through the gloves a few years ago. I mean, he's decorated as an amateur, and he's been at this, maybe not active all the time, every time, right? Or for all these years, but he's been at boxing. He's been in a gym for the better part of the last 10, 15 years that I've known him.
Same.
Right?
Same.
It's just he's always there.
Yeah.
He's always over your shoulder at a gym. You know. I'm excited for him.
I'm super excited, and I know also he's been doing some rapping.
Yep.
So I apologize that I don't know exactly what, but I know he's definitely doing
big
some
rap
rapping.
career. Yep.
His pro debut, Felipe Leao.
Don't know anything about this kid. Another pro debut. Let's see what he looks like coming down. He's got Leo Ladera in his corner, who's a very successful boxer and MMA fighter himself. Pretty sure he's got a fight coming up too in about a month on a different promotion. So
everyone in that corner is a giant.
Yeah, they're just monsters.
Jesus.
And they come from this gym, I think, where they just 24/7, 365 fight. That's all they want to do is fight. They don't care if it's boxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA. It doesn't matter. All they want to do is fight. So the thing that you get from these guys is they are tough and they want to scrap and they're fit and they're ready to fight, which is good. You want Luke to get tested. You want anybody to get tested a little bit in their pro debut. So I'm excited for Luke and to see what he's been working on in the gym.
I saw Luke walk. He was carrying a bag from Panera.
Yeah.
And Luke looked just chiseled.
Yeah.
Like I have not seen Luke look in such good shape in a long time.
I think he came in at I think they agreed to this fight at 180, I want to say. And Luke, I think, traditionally will walk over 200. He'll walk around over 200. So for him to be down at 180, I know he's been working extremely hard. I'm really excited to see what he does, what he's got there today. Here it comes.
In his pro debut, please welcome Luke Yetten.
Luke playing a little bit to the camera. Luke does look Hollywood.
I think they might have got his walkout song wrong or something. I wouldn't be surprised if his walkout song was his own music, and they messed it up. So
yeah, he does look displeased at the moment.
That's happened to me before. It is kind of frustrating. You dream about the walkout song
Right.
and the ring
And
walk.
that's
So
Tommy Duquette in Luke's corner. Tommy Duquette.
yep, Tommy Duquette in the back.
So that's
Oh, he's got his own posse in there.
Oh, there's Ed. All right, so in Luke's corner, we've got, I'm all excited, there's Ed Lavache. So Ed Lavache, owner, head trainer over at Boston Boxing, one of the, I would have to say, arguably the best trainer in New England.
And one of the best guys in boxing
Yes.
in New England as a human being.
Yep.
One of the best.
One of the absolute best.
Yep.
So it's great to see him in the corner. It's great to see Tommy Duquette in the corner.
Yep.
Tommy, so this is like a Boston boxing reunion here.
Yep. And correct me if I'm wrong, if you listen back to this or anybody, Ed traditionally doesn't work pro corners, but this is unique because Luke and Ed have been together for as long as I've been in boxing and probably even longer than that.
Yeah, forever.
So I don't think that Ed would turn down this opportunity to support Luke in the corner tonight. So.
Yeah, again, just Ed Lavache is one of the just greatest human beings, greatest trainers. It's great to see him in the corner here.
Supreme ball buster too. He'll never let you off the hook easy.
No.
The evening is scheduled for 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division. This bout is proudly sponsored by Kane Oils Landscaping. Your referee in charge of the action is Leo Christel. And now introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left. Wearing red trunks, weighing in at 179 pounds. Tonight, making his pro debut from nearby Somerville, Massachusetts. Please welcome Felipe Leao.
So this is always interesting with pro debut versus pro debut.
Yeah.
Boxing out of the red corner to my right. Wearing white trunks and weighing in at the light heavyweight limit of 175 pounds. Tonight,
175.
Yeah, 175, wow.
Coming to us from the Watch City, Oakland, Massachusetts. Please welcome Yetten.
One thing that is very interesting, and maybe Luke just has a good poker face, but he looks incredibly calm for a pro debut.
Yeah.
And I think the reason is because he is a full-time boxing person. Whether that means he's in the ring or out of the ring, holding mitts, whatever. This is so normal to him, being inside a ring and around throwing hands. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I am just, I'm so excited for this. And here we go.
See, there's that.
Nice.
He's got this real long,
Beautiful.
rangy.
Why rush out to meet someone in the 50-50?
But watch how his jab snaps out. He's got this real snappy jab.
Love that stance.
Oh, nice hook. Nice body.
Just super calm and
Yep.
controlled.
Oh,
And then nice
that's a bomb.
overhand right into a
See,
hook.
that's what I'm saying. When he starts to turn the hips, it gets kind of crazy in a hurry. He's got some real power.
And I love just that serial killer kind of like
Yep.
sinking down into a stance.
The one thing I wish he would do a little bit, maybe focus on a little bit more, is he just put himself in the corner. So I think he's chasing a little bit, and is where he's positioning himself is not used to what I'm seeing. But maybe this is intentional. Maybe he's prepping this and trying to lure him in or something.
What's interesting here is starts off in the corner, but now he's in the center of the ring, controlling the center of the ring.
Yeah, so maybe this is all intentional. Because normally I know him as the center of the ring guy. He doesn't go anywhere, and now he's settled into that. So
I just like the poise. I like the patience.
good measured, tempo.
Good clock control.
Yep.
Right there, that jab, beautiful. He's afraid of that jab, beautiful.
This kid Neto, Felipe Neto, is doing some really good rangy work. He's getting out of range, in and out. It's a good trade right there.
Nice fast.
Yep.
Yeah, Neto's definitely got fast hands and bad intentions behind the punches.
What I get concerned, and where I think this could fare well for Luke, is that Neto on his punch, no matter what side it comes from, the opposite hand falls down pretty consistently. So if Luke times it right, he might be able to land something. You see that chain, right, where the right hand goes out and the left hand drops, or vice versa.
And Luke's got that matador exit. which I would imagine has to be hard. If you're in the other, you know, if you're the other guy, that's a hard thing to get past.
The other thing is, I don't know that Luke will be breathing heavy at all in between these 2 rounds. He looks like he is just at the gym, hitting the heavy bag, moving around a little bit. He's very calm and comfortable, which is opposite than I expected. I really did anticipate him coming out like not crazy, but really aggressive. And this measured cadence is really great for him.
I love this. This is how I thought he would come out, just from the way that I've seen him train and the comparison to Michel. That I thought it would just be poised and controlled.
And you know, the thing I love the most right now here for Luke specifically is that Neto's having a lot of success, and Luke is getting hit a little bit, and he's still right there. This kid Neto is faring really well right here and giving Luke a really good test in his pro debut. I mean, I don't know how you score this round, honestly.
I think you'd have to give the first round to Neto.
I think you do too.
He was, aside from the optics of being busier, he landed more punches.
The challenge here, and I'm sure they're discussing this in the corner, is in a 4-rounder, if you give one up, you got to sweep, or you're at the best of draw, right? So I do think that they pick up the pace here in the next round, next couple rounds.
I'm gonna say Luke's not gonna pick up the pace.
You don't think so?
I don't
you think he'll
so.
stay smooth like that?
I do. I think for the second round he'll stay smooth like that, but I think you'll see there's going to be a new punch introduced. So he's got that beautiful looping overhand. And I think a new punch is going to be introduced for this round. I think the demeanor is going to stay the same. I think the pace of play will stay the same. Because he's been very successful.
He's not heavy at all. He's relaxing.
But I think there's going to be another punch that gets added.
Like maybe some more work to the body or something like that, uppercut or something. Like he takes a little breath and he's good to go.
Right there, in his face. Put that jab right in his face. And then fight.
Neto starting with that jab. Nice lead hand controls from Luke. And there's it might be that hook.
That hook, head down hook.
Because before it was the overhand right with the head down. But it's a nice straight right to the belly and then followed upstairs with that hook.
Neto's doing an exceptional job of getting in and then getting out. Getting in and getting out. Look, he's out. It's actually really impressive. This might end up, just based on where it's going right now, this might end up as a war of attrition, where Luke looks really comfortable and Neto's throwing a lot more punches and exerting some energy in spaces that he maybe shouldn't. And round 3 and 4, if it gets there, might slow down in the blue corner and speed up in the red corner as far as their fitness. So
I think Luke's pace of play will increase.
Warning for back of the head.
Will increase, especially in the third round. And I think, too, to your point, how Neto's dropping his right hand. And I think they're going to spot that, and I think that they're going to work on setting up something that's going to take advantage of that, because that hand is down.
Listen, I'll tell you this, and I don't ever want this to happen to anybody, and certainly not Luke more than anybody, really, is he just got cautioned for behind the head. If it ever gets to the moment where they take a point for that behind the head, that would be really unfortunate in a 4-round fight. It's hard to lose a point. So he's cleaning it up. He's much tighter on those shots. I don't think he'll get there. He adjusts really well, but just something to call out when they've already warned him on it. Neto's awesome with this jab right now.
Neto is great with the jab. The footwork looks really good. And just the in and out, and out.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like he's in, he's active, and then boom, he gets out. I'm just anticipating a big shot from Luke that just pushes everybody back. But
I'm expecting that big left hook.
But Neto's he's staying out of range. He's long with his jab. Nice body shot. This last minute could win the round for one of them. That's a good shot. See, he's tightening up that shot. He's not behind the head anymore.
Watch that overhand.
Luke's corner is calling for him to come forward a little bit more. See, that right hand is down. I think you're right. Luke has that left hook all day. Oh, Jesus,
shot.
that was a shot. See, that's the one I'm talking about.
That right hand.
Luke is still in this round right now.
Yeah.
I thought he was behind, to be honest with you, and he's this last 30 seconds. Look, he's feeling comfortable.
Yeah. He
He's feeling
walked through a jab
comfortable.
and just landed that big right hand. I'm confused with the clock on
the clock in the video and
Okay.
in the ring are a little bit different. But
Okay. So
Little delay
that
for the
round,
folks at home.
I would give to Luke. So now we got it 1-1.
You know what's interesting too? You give that round to Luke, and I totally agree. I thought Neto was ahead in that round for about the first half of the round, and then I think Luke just really turned it on, and dominated. I think what you said earlier about this being his round where he goes up a level, I think you're right, and I think Neto looks a little bit more fatigued. His punches are losing a little bit of that kind of emphasis on him, that speed on him. So. God, what a resource having Ed and Tommy in your corner for you in this moment.
Yeah.
You know.
So now I think this will be the round. Luke is definitely going to, I think he'll pick it up. Not a ton, but he's going to pick it up. And Neto comes
nice
right
hook,
out.
right away. Wow. He's got good circle with his feet, Neto.
Yep.
So he's getting a little wild with his punches.
Yeah. Nice body shot.
Yeah, he's changing levels
Again,
well.
Nice body shot.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little angry now.
And you can see, I love a nice double right hand. Right hand to the body, then a right hand right upstairs. Nice tie up.
Well, I think what I've learned and what I've seen is a lot of folks defensively think it's always going to come right, left, right, left, right, left. And when you start to double stuff up, you find some openings. That right hand is landing a lot right now. You can only take so many of those.
Now, I noticed Luke doesn't work behind a jab.
Yep.
Which I always find that interesting. But there's no work behind the jab.
Well, I think he's making that as an adjustment because Neto is the more frequent jabber, so I think Luke's trying to pick it off and change the timing. But I agree. I think if he was a little bit more jab happy, he might be in a better position. Now he's throwing it. He's pretty successful,
nice
and he just changed the cadence there. And Luke's starting to turn the tide here, I think. This kid Neto's tough as nails, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah. He's taking some shots, and he's firing right back. He's pushing the action. Nice jab again. If there was one fight in this card that I did not expect to go the distance, it was this one. Typically, the heavier guys, I don't expect them to go the distance, but this so far has it written all over it, unless they keep trading like that.
Again, another beautiful looping right hand. You can see Luke's corner calling for him to come forward.
That hurts. I mean, that right hand is hurting him.
Yeah.
And this kid's tough, too. You see the sweat flying off his head.
Yeah.
You know, the thing, too, is that Luke is getting hit, but he's in such a condensed defensive position that it's not like the end of the punch.
Right.
Versus the opposite, where Luke's landing these punches at the end of his, and they're much more impactful like that one right there.
Nice slip
Good head
work.
movement.
Good head movement.
Again,
he's
got to be careful.
It's getting a little dangerous. And Neto's sort of hitting to the ref, getting hit behind the head.
Some heavy breathing now from both sides.
They're not intentional.
No. It's hard, man. I've been cautioned for behind the head before. It's just kind of the way people move, and I've been hit behind the head before, and it's the way people move. I love it. It's a Luke round, I think, but this is what it's all about. Crowd's roaring.
The crowd is going absolutely wild. Again, that was a great round with a great finish to the round.
Yep. So I have it 2-1 Luke right now. I have second and third for Luke. I have first for Neto. What do you think?
I have a hard time with that. I realize I'm clearly biased, so it's very hard for me to have a real honest assessment. I realize I'm like, oh wow, you know what? I'm very biased for Luke.
Of course.
I would have to think that round, Luke had the harder shots, Neto had momentum, and Neto had the more traditional punches land.
I agree with that.
So
yeah, straight punches, jabs, jabs,
yep,
jabs.
And so
if that's the case, this is a huge round.
Right. So
It's either,
on how the
it's either
judges
2-1 one way or the other. I don't think it's 3-0 in either direction.
No, absolutely not. All right, here we go.
They're coming out sharp. Not much fatigue here. Nice jab, Luke. You're right. Stay behind that jab. This kid wants to fight. Neto wants to fight.
Yep. Neto's got that nice, the long-range punches, that nice 1-2. Very smart tie up there. Nice shot by Neto. Oh, nice overhand right.
It's 4 punches for Neto, 1 punch to Luke, though. That's the challenge here.
But the other thing, too, is that one punch is
so powerful.
It's so powerful.
But this dude has shown now for 3.5 rounds that he can take that punch. I mean, only so many times before, your head spins a little bit, but he's got a granite chin right now.
And Luke's defensive responsibility, throws the right hand, moves the head. I mean, it's just always getting out of harm's way.
And my perception of Luke is this is as normal as brushing your teeth in the morning. This is what this dude does. When he throws a punch, he rolls his head, even if he's shadowboxing in his kitchen. Like, this is just the way his body operates. Behind the head again. He's not meaning to. He's just this is the way he throws his punches, and Neto's moving right into it. So
now here it's starting to look. Fatigue is setting in, it looks like.
I think on both sides.
Yeah, I think on both sides, but I think it's a little more noticeable on Luke.
But the challenge here is because Neto has more of the volume, in the moment of fatigue, it's still 4 punches to 1.
Right.
And we lose a little steam from Luke's end, who's more of the power puncher. And that could be troubling. This smells like a draw to me right now, to be honest with you, and I hate draws more than anything.
I don't think. If it ends here, I think Neto wins.
Think so?
Neto's carrying this round so far.
I have it. Yeah. He's got to make a big move right here.
He's got Now Luke, this is where he needs to turn it up a bit.
Wow, Neto turning it. Neither of them can afford to go down.
No.
Neither of them can afford to go down. That's the fight. If one of these guys
Luke
goes
just
down.
took a very deep breath. Like, I think something in this 4th round, something changed for Luke.
Yep.
He had a great pace throughout.
That's a good shot right there.
And Neto has turned it up where he needs to turn it up.
Yep. 10-second clapper coming. Here it is. Here it is. Final 10. Oh, good finish to the round, Luke. Good finish, Neto. This is what you want in a pro debut versus pro debut.
Excellent job. Excellent fight.
Standing ovations all around.
Really, really excellent fight.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I have it as a draw. I have 1 and 4 for Neto, 2 and 3 for Luke. I hate draws. I hate them.
I don't think
Give
it's going to be
him a bonus round.
I think the bonus round.
Give him a bonus round. Keep the gloves on.
I think Neto took it in the 4th.
You think so?
Yeah.
Very well could be.
I thought, again, I'm a huge fan of Luke's. I thought Luke did an excellent job. I loved his pace of play throughout. He did look like he tired in the 4th because I do think his style is better for 6 or 8 rounds. I was
just going to say that. Luke at that pace is a 6 to 8 round fighter, and Neto recognized the 4 round pace was a little bit different.
Yep, exactly. And Neto turned it up in the 4th, which I think to the judges, I think is going to carry weight with it.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
We'll see. We've seen clear wins go to draw. We've seen clear losses go to win. We've seen all sorts of things. So, and that's no knock on the judges. There are different angles. There are different perceptions. There are different ways people feel about the fights. It's challenging all around. So
for those of you at home, the judges sit on all, like each one is on different sides of the ring. So they see things in different perspectives. They
Yep.
see things happen in different areas.
And where one judge might see a series of landed punches, another judge might see it from behind and see no landed punches, right? So that could sway around, especially a close round like that one, where it was super competitive. That was a great round. Great fight.
Really, really a great fight. Absolutely.
I think it's a draw, Todd. I think it's
really?
a draw.
I'm going Neto.
If it's a draw, I'm going to lose my mind. I hate draws.
I hope it's a draw. But I'm going. But I think Neto took it in the fourth.
I think it's 1-4 for Luke, and I think it's 2-3 for Luke, 1-4 for Neto.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for these great young pro debuters, Luke Yetten and Felipe.
It's the best pro debut right there for both those guys.
You know what?
Hell
It
of a
was
fight.
fantastic pro debut for both
After
fighters.
4 exciting rounds, we go to the scorecards.
It's a draw,
Judge
guaranteed.
Carby sees
This is
it
so
out
funny.
40
Guaranteed.
to 36. He has it for Yetten.
Yep.
Judge Gary Litchfield scores it 38. He has it even.
You might be
Judge
right.
Jackie Morales
Next one's
scores
even.
it 38 even.
Yep, draw.
This bout is
Majority
a
draw.
majority draw.
I knew it.
Let's hear it for both fighters, ladies and gentlemen.
I knew it.
Good call, Rico.
That sucks. Last time I was in this building, I drew out to Alex Fugan, who we're going to see tonight, in a hell of a fight. That's a tough. There's maybe nothing worse than a draw as an outcome. I think I'd rather have a loss than a draw. You work so hard just to tie. It's tough. So kudos to both of those guys, though. That's a hell of a fight, a hell of a performance by both guys. I would watch that fight a million times over.
That's a really, one, I'd like to see this again.
Yep.
2, that's a really interesting perspective on, as a fighter, to see a draw being that
Yep.
it's you work so hard for a tie.
Yep.
As sort of like an observer, I've always, I don't get mad at draws.
Yeah.
I think it's a draw. You know, it's like, it's one of those things, because some fight, like your fight, wasn't hard to tell.
Yep.
This fight, I could see the perspective of it being
Yeah.
hard to tell. There are some draws that are definitely a draw. They're hard to tell. And as a fan and as sort of an observer, I'm okay with that. I never thought of it in the other way as a fighter. Like, that sucks. You work
It's
all
almost
those hours.
like, at least my perspective is almost like I'd rather go out on my shield and end up on my back than feel like I did enough and then I feel like it's more of a loss. I feel like I wasn't convincing enough, and I'm standing in the center of the ring at the end of the fight, but I wasn't convincing enough.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
No, Rico, that makes
strange.
a lot. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That really does. It's just I've never considered that from the fight.
But I will say this: I have 2 decision losses on my record, and I'd love for both of those to be draws. That would be sick. But what are you gonna do? Shout out to Stephen Langlis and Bernard Joseph for those 2. Hell, great fights. 2 of the most fun fights I think I've ever had.
Now I wonder, as I look in the ring and I'm watching, Tommy Duquette was a really great amateur.
Animal.
And I wonder, and he and Luke have been close forever. I wonder, is in Tommy's mind, is Tommy at all thinking, I'd like to do this? Because how old is Duquette now?
So here's why I think he won't.
Okay.
Fight Club, which is the virtual, that's his company. And that is blowing up. They're booming.
Okay.
And I think that and I don't know, I'm not speaking for him. I
No,
don't
of
know
course.
him at all, but Fight Camp. Thank you for the correction. Fight Camp. Fight Club's just an incredibly entertaining movie. Fight Camp. I think it's taking up a lot of his time. I'd imagine it is. He runs the company.
Yeah,
and they're blowing up. They're
Fight
really
Camp,
good presidents.
It really is, because I remember when it started and I see the ads for it still. Fight Camp, definitely one of the, if you can't get to a gym, Fight Camp is the way to go.
So, something is happening right now.
I was going to ask you, what do you think is going on? All right, so Lucas left the ring.
They're still in the ring after this fight, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of communication which suggests that maybe there was a wrong scoring or
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Here, text Mark, see what's going on.
Yeah. We got to get an earpiece on these guys so we can get full updates from inside the ring. This is
Mark
ridiculous.
and Matt, next time you
I'm not
guys, when
working
you guys
like this
watch
anymore.
this back,
Yeah.
this is, come on, guys.
Yeah.
I want a direct line. To you,
Yeah,
thank
seriously.
you. I want a red phone.
He should have a mic on, a lapel mic on right
Yeah.
now. We should hear everything he's saying.
Yeah, come on. And I still want a red phone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I want to be able to challenge the call. What's happening right now?
Yeah, this is really, I wonder what's happening. All right, here comes Mark Nolan coming down.
Yep.
It doesn't
It doesn't seem controversial.
Right,
It
that's
seems
a-
good.
Yes.
But it just seems like something is transpiring.
Yeah.
Let's see what John says.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy Sweet 16.
Oh, maybe that's what it was about.
Here, Sweet 16, happy birthday.
Sweet 16, baby.
I'm going to say that wasn't what was going on.
No.
Special guest here ringside, the Trader
wasn't it.
Champions. Dana Rosenblatt fought here many times. How about it for a man who knows how to